আচ্ছা, কেউ আমার সাথে? স্যার আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। লেখা শুরু করো। ব্যস্ততার মধ্যে আছেন, তাড়াতাড়ি বের হয়ে যাও আধা ঘন্টার মধ্যে। ইরাডিকেশন অফ দি প্ল্যান্ট প্যাথোজেন, এই শিরোনামে লিখবে। দিস ইজ অ্যান অ্যাপ্রোচ টু পরিবেশ। পরিবেশে থাকবে। This is an approach to manage the pathogen. লিখতে পারতেছো?
জি স্যার।
লেখো, this is the approach to manage the pathogen to a considerate level, typically at the stage of economic threshold level, ETL, bracket ETL.
At the threshold.
Economic threshold level, bracket হলো ETL. Creating an environment where pathogens are severely excluded in the form of eradication. Severely excluded in the form of eradication, especially ESPECIALLY, especially applied in some selected diseases of the agricultural crops, relating with bacterial and viral diseases as well. With bacterial and viral diseases as well. Specified by topography, specified by topography, comma, location, host, above all environment. Topography, location, host, and above all environment. Full stop. In case of wilt, in case of wilt, ব্র্যাকেটে লিখবো হলো ফাঙ্গাল or ব্যাকটেরিয়াল। In case of wilt, ব্র্যাকেটে fungal or bacterial. Resistant variety is the typical solution. Disease resistant variety is the typical solution. Disease resistant variety is the typical solution. Purposively but unavailable in the field cultivation, but unavailable in the field cultivation. Which is pronounced in case of viral diseases also. Which is pronounced in case of viral diseases also. Which is pronounced in viral diseases also. Full stop. Pathogens like Fusarium, verticillium,
স্যার আগেরটা
Ceratocystis, Pseudomonas, Ralstonia, Xanthomonas,
আর লিখতে পারি নাই
and Barchelderia. আমি আবার বলতেছি লেখো। Pathogens like Fusarium, verticillium, Pseudomonas, Ralstonia, Xanthomonas, Barchelderia, and somewhat Corynebacterium also. And somewhat Corynebacterium also liable for the causation of the disease partly or somewhat being eradicated. Of the host plants to combat the diseases in field condition as equally applicable in case of most of the viral diseases. is equally applicable in most of the virus diseases. Full stop. Different parts of the host plants, full stop দেওয়ার পরে, different parts of the host plants may be incorporated in this program. Different parts of the host plants may be incorporated in this program following their growing points. Typically collar region, ব্র্যাকেটে লিখতে পারো adjacent to বা adhere to the soil, ব্র্যাকেটে লিখতে পারো adhere to the soil, comma rootlet, comma buds, tendril, flower bud, initially developed flower, fruit bud, initial fruit followed by mature ones. Initial fruit followed by mature ones. Initial fruits followed by mature ones. In this process of eradication, comma, strict STRICT. In this process of eradication, strict regulation is to be followed. Strict regulation is to be followed, guided by disease control management strategies, followed by disease control management strategies, as monitored through inspection, in the form of field visit, comma, sanitation, of fallen debris being affected or dried / dead.
Sanitation of fallen debris affected one.
Being dried / dead into the field to prevailing the
into
scope for prevailing the scope for disease escape prevailing the scope for disease escape guided by eradication phenomena guided by eradication phenomena guided by eradication phenomena পরের পয়েন্টে চলে যাব আমরা protection of the host against the pathogen protection of the host against the pathogen protection of the host against the pathogen
against
protection of the host against the pathogen এর আন্ডারে আমরা লিখব approaches are extended towards this program approaches are extended towards this program approaches are extended towards this program to accelerate the protective attitude to accelerate the protective attitudes in all possible manners protective attitudes in all possible manners of the host plants in all possible manners of the host plants combating the pathogen combating the pathogen into field condition ব্র্যাকেটে লিখতে পারবো in vivo in দিয়ে হাইফেন দিয়ে vivo in vivo through which protection of the host is ascertained through which protection of the host is ascertained through which protection of the host is ascertained
through which protection of the host as
being infected by the pathogen being infected by the pathogen to a certain level being infected by the pathogen to a certain level full stop host protection naturally or artificially employed with the association of some antagonistic plants like Tagetes erecta মানে গাদা Tagetes erecta, বাসক সাইন্টিফিক নেম নামে অ্যাডাটোডা ভেসিকা ADHA TODA VASICA অ্যাডাটোডা ভেসিকা hypomyofistulosa. Don't call me. Hypomyofistulosa. IPOMOEAFISTULOS. Hypomyofistulosa. Don't call me. ব্র্যাকেটে লিখতে পারি আমরা. Don't call me. Neem. Neem as a director indica. AZARICAHTA as a director indica. INDIC as a director indica. And mustard oil cake. And mustard oil cake. Mustard, Brassica nepus, Brassica jantia, Brassica campestris, যে কোনোটা হতে পারে। Mustard oil cake, etc. Either in a row planted around the main crop field, either in a row planted around the main crop field, or intercropping helpful to develop some of the protective measures, in and around the crop oblique host, against the diseases caused by the pathogen. Likewise, full stop দেওয়ার পরে, likewise, pathogens like Fusarium, Rhizoctonia, Rhizoctonia, Sclerosium, Macrophomina, Botryoidiplodia, Sarcospora, Bipolaris, as well as Carvularia, etc. can be effectively combated through their rate of infection suppressing their inocular level suppressing their inocular level